Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivardhari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jana Ballabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Pradajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Pradajana Ranjana Munatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari I am Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajakacharan Ashtottara Satasri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Nanta Koti Vaishnavin Ki Jai Amacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Sika Hosi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavani Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda He Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Amadev Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tata Janmire. Stop it. Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavata Krishna dear devotees. So we are continuing with Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1st, Chapter 19, Text 7. Please repeat. Iti Vyavachidya Saha Pandaveyaha Praya Upavesham Prati Vishnupadyam Dadhau Mukunda Agrim Ananya Bhavaha Munivrataha Mukta Samasta Sangaha. Iti vyavachidya sapandaveya Prayopavesham prativishnupadyam
Ayopavesham Prativishnupadyam.
Dadhau mukunda ghrim ananya bhavo
Mukundam Vimananya Bhavo.
Munivrato mukta samasta sangha.
Vito Mukta Sangha.
Iti vyavachidya sapandaveyaha Prayopavesham prativishnupadyam
Ayopavesham Prativishnupadyam.
Dadhau mukunda ghrim ananya bhavo
Vito Mukundam Vimananya Bhavo.
Muni vrato mukta samasta sangha.
Jivito Mukta Samasta Sangha.
Iti vyavachidya sapandaveyaha
Divya Vachidya Sapan.
Prayopavesham prativishnupadyam Dadhau mukunda ghrim ananya bhavo Munivrato mukta samasta sangha.
Divya Vachidya Sapandaveya. Ayopavesham Prativishnupadyam. Tadau Mukundam Vimananya Bhavo. Univrito Mukta Samasta Sangha.
Iti vyavachidya sapandaveya Prayopavesham Prati Vishnupadyam Dado Mukundang Grimananya Bhavo Muni Vrato Mukta Samasta Sangaha.
Iti vyavachidya sapandaveya Prayopavesham prati Vishnupadyam Dadho mukundangrim ananya bhavo Munivrato mukta samasta sangaha. Iti vyavachidya sapandaveya Prayopavesham prati Vishnupadyam Dado mukundangrim ananya bhavo Muni vrato mukta samasta sangaha. Iti vaya chidaya sapandaveya Prayopavesham prati Vishnupadyam Daro mukha dangrim anaya bhavo Muni vato mukha samasta sangaha. Iti vyavachidya sapandaveya Prayopavesham prati Vishnupadyam Tadhau mukunda grim ananya bhavo Muni vrato mukta samasta sangaha.
Iti vyavachidya sabhandaveyaha Prayopavesham prati Vishnupadyam Nadho mukundang grimananya bhavo Muni vrato mukta samasta sangaha.
Iti vyavachidya sapandaveya Prayopavesham prati Vishnupadyam Tadho mukundam krimananya bhavo Muni vrata mukta samasta sangaha.
Iti vyavachidya sapandavya Prayopavesham prati Vishnupadyam Dadhau mukandan krimananya bhavo Muni vrato mukta samasta sangha.
Iti, thus, Vyavachidya, having decided, Saha, the king, Pandaveyaha, worthy descendant of the Pandavas, Raya Upavesham, for fasting until death, Rati, toward, Vishnupadyam, on the bank of the Ganges, emanating from the lotus feet of the Lord Vishnu. Dadhau gave himself up, Mukunda Anghim, unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Ananya, without deviation. Bhavaha, spirit. Munivrataha, with the vows of a sage. Mukta, liberated from samasta, all kinds of sangaha, association. Translation. Thus the king, the worthy descendant of the Pandavas, decided once and for all and set on the Ganges bank to fast until death and give himself up to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who alone is able to award liberation. So, freeing himself from all kinds of associations and attachments, he accepted the vows of a sage. I'm gonna now give obeisances and recite mantras, and then I will continue with purport and analyze Prabhupada's sentences. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Ghananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shiveshakanvitamscha He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusata Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vansha Kalpatarpesha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutala Srimate Danavir Goswami Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutala Srimate Bhakti Vedanta. First of all, I have to say that I'm very thankful to Krishna that I was able to come here again and to see my dear spiritual master, someone as Danavir Goswami Maharaj, and you, all devotees here, nicely serving Guru Maharaj. So it's amazing mood here. It's very nice to see this temple growing, and downstairs, and I saw that you are doing some reconstructions and everything is clean, and it's a perfect temple for advancement, so please take advantage of this. And yeah, you are doing that, so thank you for tolerating me. And so let's see what Srila Prabhupada gave us in his purport. The water of the Ganges sanctifies all the three worlds, including the gods and the demigods, because it emanates from the lotus feet of the personality Godhead Vishnu. So here is information how Ganges water is purifying and special. It is not just ordinary, lake or water. So it is not just imagination, but literally this Ganges water emanates from the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead Vishnu. So it is very powerful water. Sometimes we can find sentences, and we are trying to understand them, but we are not fully conscious of that potency. So therefore, we heard about Ganges many times. Ganges water. But do we know fully about potency of Ganges water? No. So at least me. Sorry. So we have to have a faith in everything what we are reading. Every word in scripture, every word, and especially in Srimad Bhagavatam, is exactly to information to our heart, to purify our heart. It is not just some kind of another literature. It is very purifying. So we don't have an idea about potency of Ganges water. So what about we have an idea about potency of pure devotee? Pure devotee, he got special, potency to purify even Ganges water. So this is very special to have a association of pure devotee. But I'm saying we are not completely aware of that. But we are trying. Like small child, he's trying, right? His best. He's doing, sometimes mistakes. Sometimes, he doesn't know what to do. He's not completely aware of things, But he's trying. And Krishna see his sincerity. So our sincerity we should use in understanding of what we are reading and what association we have, especially here in this temple, because of presence of pure devotee. Okay, that's one thing. Lord Krishna is the fountainhead of the principle of Vishnu Tattva, and therefore shelter of his lotus feet can deliver from all sins, including an offense committed by King Ante Brahmana. We know the story about king made offense to Brahmana, right? He was sitting meditating, and King Parikshit came, and he put on his neck dead snake as a garland because he didn't receive him properly, right? But he was meditating, he was in samadhi. So how he could know, right? So he made offense. And he was cursed of his child, Brahmana's child. What was his name? Shringi, right. So he made this curse, So so therefore it is mentioned here that if we take shelter of Lord Vishnu, Krishna, especially here of their lordship, Gornitai, so we can be purified. And but few points are mentioning lately, so we will be going to that point. So the banks of the Ganges or the Yamuna give one a chance to remember the Lord continuously. This is a good point, actually, continuously. So if we know the potency of Ganges, water and the banks of the Ganges, or Yamuna, So we can meditate upon Krishna continuously. So not just sometimes, but continuously. It is very difficult, right, in this age to meditate upon something continuously. It's interrupted many times. In 1 minute, I don't know how many times. Our thoughts are interrupted with so many things, but we can see that it is possible. Maharaj Parikshit freed himself from all sorts of material association and meditated upon the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, and that is the way of liberation. So this is a way of liberation, to stop connection with non-devotees and start sadhu sangha, to have an association of devotees, especially pure devotees. It's a really purifying process to be with them. If you will be alone with non-devotees, you will fall down. You are not that strong to be in that association. So therefore, you have to seek for association of devotees and make your life perfect and strong consciousness, to be protected from Maya. That's our protection. Once I asked, when I was back to my spiritual master, Danavir Goswami, that what is my protection from Maya? And he said, protection is association of devotees. So that's our protection. Like someone got some protection from some kind of disease, right? He got a strong immunity system or strong medicine. So our immunity system and strong medicine association with the devotees. Without, we have no power, we have no protection. So to be free from all material association means to cease completely from committing any further sins. So stop sins. All sins have to be stopped. To meditate upon the lotus feet, but we are also, if you are not doing some kind of gross sins or bad things on gross level, so sometimes we have bad thoughts, and a few times toward devotees, like he told me this, he told me that, and we are making offenses. So we have to stop this also. The conditions of the material world are so made that one has to commit sins willingly or unwillingly. The conditions of the material world are so made that one has to commit sins willingly or unwillingly. That's crazy. And the best example is Maharaj Parikshit himself, who was a recognized sinless, pious king, but he also became a victim of an offense, even though he was ever unwilling to commit such a mistake. So material world, when I start my trip here, so on the way I stopped. First was because from Slovakia I went to Budapest by train, and then flights. So in Budapest I decided to, because I got a little bit of time on late evening, so I decided I have to take darshan of the deities there, Gurni time. Their name is actually, I wrote down, Dayal Nitai Vijay Gauranga. Dayal Nitai Vijay Gauranga. Okay, so I took shelter there, took darshan, and then, so I decided to go back to when I was sleeping, and I turned because I got feeling I have to honor, Mahaprasad to purify myself. So I tried to find devotee, and I find devotee because all the devotees were like Gora Arati here, fired up, and there, no devotees. And I was thinking, oh, Prabhupada's marathon, everybody distribute books. Okay. So then I found devotee, and he told me, yes, you can honor Mahaprasad. I can show you where it is and everything. And there was Bhakti Pad Swami, a new sannyasi from Hungary. Yes. And he asked me that you are from which country? And I said, I'm from Slovakia. And he gave me ladu, and it was so nice, so sweet. And he started to speak to me in Slovak language. I was like, what is happening here? And he said, I grew in Uzhhorod. It's because our temple is 100 kilometers from Ukraine, and Uzhhorod is just very near. And he said, I grew up there, and I grew up on movies and this story for kids in a Czech and Slovak language. So I know that. So he was speaking very nicely to me, and yeah, that was so nice. Yeah, what was the point? What was the point? The point was because we were speaking about great devotee. Anyway, I forget the point. So, Yeah. Oh. Yeah, let's see. So we will continue with Prabhupada purport. Yeah, association of devotees. I was speaking how protection and about protection and how is this important. So it was so nice to see Maharaj and he nicely they nicely take care of me, gave me prasadam and blessings. I told them that I'm going to US to serve devotees here and my spiritual master. So that's nice. So he was cursed also, but because he was a great devotee of the Lord, even such reverses of life became favorable. The principle is that one should not willingly commit any sin in his life and should constantly remember the lotus feet of the Lord without deviation. So we have to constantly remember Krishna. Meditation Samadhi, the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is Dhyana Yoga. How to think properly, how to be connected with Krishna, how to meditate upon him always. So, and control our senses and mind. So if someone wants to be in samadhi and meditate upon Krishna, please read you can recite also every day this Sanskrit, what Krishna is saying, Sanskrit verses. Only in such a mood will the Lord help the devotee make regular progress toward the path of liberation and thus attain the lotus feet of the Lord. So we know the process which Prabhupada gave us, and sadhana is included, right? Sadhana, because mind is crazy. So by sadhana, we can regulate our thoughts. We can we can have some, how to say, borders. And the sadhana makes many things actually. Yeah, because early in the morning we have to chant, right, 16 rounds nicely, and there is a Brahma Muhurta time period, and that's very powerful for concentrating for our mind. We can concentrate very easily in that period. So we should take advantage of that, because it is nice to chant in the day, anytime, but this is special. We can feel it when we are chanting, for example, 10:30 p.m. Oh, I forgot to chant I got 3 more rounds, and we are chanting, and we are, lazy, and our concentration is not good, and we cannot. Yeah, it's one round is a long time, so much energy, and we have experience that it is very easy to chant in the morning, and especially with association with devotees or alone somewhere, in the night. So, and sadhana is for this. Prabhupada, when was Prabhupada's disappearance day? So I was wondering about his last instructions. So I don't like that video, like he's passing away, and but I decided I have to go through. I have to see that video. So I did, and I was concentrating of to his last instructions, and what I discovered that actually his last instructions are about mode of goodness. You're speaking about mode of goodness, and mode of goodness. I was amazed, like, why mode of goodness? Why not transcendental level, And then I understood that mode of goodness is for us most important, because we cannot go to that transcendental platform from rajas or tamas. You have to be first situated in mode of goodness, and then we will be very easily inclined and purifying towards, right, a transcendental level. In Rajagun, it's not possible, right? In Tamagun, it's not possible. But when we are staying, we are situated really strongly in mode of goodness, then in one point we will switch to that transcendental platform automatically by the process. This is process for our purification. So he was saying that sadhana is very important. Sadhana, and to be clean externally, internally, like that. So even if there are accidental sins committed by the devotee, the Lord saves the surrendered soul from all sins, as confirmed in all scriptures. And here he's mentioning, I know one verse, 930 Bhagavad Gita, right? Apichet suduracharo, etc. So there is also confirmed by Lord that if someone makes some mistake, he will be overlooked if he's not continuing. Okay, So, and here is mentioned also another verse from Bhagavatam 11:5-42. So, I don't know the purport actually. We can go there because here is just like confirmed by this verse, and that's it. So, swapada mulam bhajata priyasya tyaktani abhavasya haripareshaha vikarma yachotpatitam katanchit dhunoti sarvam hridi sanavishta. So we can go there and read a little bit. So one who has thus given up all other engagements and has taken full shelter at the lotus feet of Hari, the Supreme Personality Godhead, is very dear to the Lord. Indeed, if such a surrendered soul accidentally commits some sinful activity, the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is seated within everyone's heart, immediately takes away the reactions to such sin. So how Krishna is merciful, right? He's like father. So sometimes his kids doing so many crazy things, but he's, okay. He's tolerating that and always trying to help them, right? So Krishna is trying to help us always. But we cannot, take advantage of this, that, I can do crazy things and Krishna will, Krishna is not stupid, he's not, so, and actually, if we love Krishna, we cannot do these things, again and again and again, because we have love to him, and we don't want to disrespect him, so we love him. So we should be immediately on the way back and continue nicely with all which is recommended by sadhus, shastra, and especially Acharya Srila Prabhupada, and especially our spiritual master. Thank you. Any comments or? Oh, yes.
I have two questions. Maybe you can just pick one. What is? Thanks for your nice class too. What is a accidental sin that's mentioned here? And then the other question I was thinking of is, how do we define as taking association from devotees or from non-devotees? What's this association definition?
What is association of devotees?
Yeah, what is it? What does it mean exactly? Because Prabhupada says don't take, or you were saying don't take association from non-devotees. What's taking association mean?
What do you? I got a question to you. What do you think it is? What is association of the devotees? What do you think?
So my thought was the 6 loving exchanges mentioned in Nectar of Instruction.
Very nice.
Huh.
Yes. And instructions. Some devotee tell you something and you don't care, so you are not protected, right? Like he gave you advice, and you'll be, for example, angry, who you are or stuff like that. Are you in association of the devotees? Actually, you are, even in this case. but better to follow instructions. So, I think Chanakya Pandit says that that if you give nice instruction to some foolish person, he will be angry. Okay, so we cannot be foolish persons. We should be very, very sober personalities, Vaishnavas, and we should be very attentive in hearing what devotees are saying, because Krishna is speaking through them. Also, when you are doing Sankirtan, you can see that Krishna is speaking also through non-devotees. But it's not often, it's just very rare, but he can speak also through devotees, through non-devotees. It's funny. I believe that you get that. You get that realization. And that person, he doesn't know what he spoke. He just spoke something. He's amazed exactly like you are. then he's continue. He's, Anyway, so you asked first question was interesting. And can you repeat it? And I will find a text of Bhagavad Gita.
What's considered a accidental sin, or it's mentioned in this verse?
Mm-hmm.
You know that Lord Krishna won't consider that.
Accidental. Shortly, in the purport of the text 930 from Bhagavad Gita, there is mentioned that the power. Oh, I got that point from Hungary. When I met, here we go. Manda sumando matayo manda bhagya hupadritaha. In Kali Yuga, people get short memory. So I proved that. So Bhaktipad Swami, when we were discussing and we mentioned Maya, word Maya, he was like, "Oh, Maya!" He was like this. "Oh, Maya! Maya is very strong. Maya is very strong. She is so confusing. She's so, very strong illusory energy. Very strong." It was like that. I just mentioned something to Maya. He was like, "Oh, Maya is very strong," and it was like this. So this illusory energy is very strong. So therefore, sometimes happen to also to the Vaishnava. Okay, let's see from purport. One second. The material contamination is so strong that even a yogi fully engaged in the service of the Lord sometimes becomes ensnared. Ensnared. I never heard this word. Ensnared. What is synonym? Trapped. But Krishna consciousness is so strong that such an occasional fall down is at once rectified. Therefore, the process of devotional service is always success. So you can see the material contamination is so strong that even a yogi fully engaged in the service of the Lord sometimes becomes ensnared. So that's the power of Krishna. Krishna and Krishna's energies are the same. Krishna is, absolute. So Krishna is absolute, and his illusory energy is absolute. You cannot overcome this 7:14 verse. Daivisha gunamai mama durte, right? So it is not possible to overcome. It's not possible. 0 point. 0. But it is possible, the way what Srila Prabhupada mentioned in that purport in 7:14. It's not possible to overcome. It's not possible. But mercy of spiritual master, it is possible. Only by that. So it is not possible for you, but it is possible for your spiritual master to help you. We have no any chance, because this is absolute illusory energy. Krishna is absolute Purnam, Purnam. So his illusory energy is also, very, 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 very strong. It's not possible to overcome her. But, and I asked Bhaktipad Swami, I would like to be pure devotee. What should I do? And he said, just grab your dhoti, just take shelter of your spiritual master. Just take, what is, how to say? There's a hold, just hold you, very strongly with your dhoti of your spiritual master, and then you'll be saved. Then you are okay. You are completely okay. Don't worry about anything. And what that means, follow his instructions. Not just smile to his face. No, I'm here, spiritual master, and jumping around him. That's nice also. But follow his instructions. We have to follow his instructions and his will. What is that word? Guru Mukha Vakya Chitete Korya Aikya, right? Guru Mukha Vakya. Yes, so our life should be completely devoted to his words emanating from his Lord's mouth, right? So that's real association of pure devotee and real protection. Is that okay? Sorry for English, still struggling after many years. Yeah.
Thank you for the nice class. Please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna. I'll try and make this quick. For someone that's uninitiated like myself, and I'm basically terrible association, I'm happy to be in association of devotees that are actually initiated. But how do I know to stay in association, but if I don't have spiritual master and I'm just following Srila Prabhupada as my Shiksha Guru, how do I guess, continue on the path to find an actual Diksha Guru to grab onto their dhoti? I'm lucky to be in the association of His Holiness, but I'm just wondering, how I actually know how to pick a spiritual master. And I'm reading Nectar of Devotion with my
just be patient, and in one point, everything Krishna reveals in your heart. You will have a very clear vision. Oh, this is my spiritual master. That's it. Just be patient. Just continue, and everything will be shown to you. Right, like this. Just be patient. Patience. We need patience. Srila Prabhupada is giving example with wife and husband. You know that example? Like wife, she wants child from her husband. And she cannot say, give me now, It is process. It is process. So, but if she is patient and she got faith to her husband, everything will be okay, So we got process. So just follow the process. Be patient, and in one point, everything will be revealed to you. Yeah. Is that okay? Thank you for association. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Gauranitai ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Valmiki Prabhu ki jai.